Hey there, Internet! It's the end of the month, which means it's time for another round of my favorite things. First up, my favorite book of the month, by far, hands down, completely blew me away, was Clare's Clockwork Princess. This was the final book in the Infernal Devices trilogy, and all the feels, all the words. This book was incredible. I wish I could say more about this book, but I don't want to spoil the series because it's just so well done. If you haven't read it and you like historical fiction and fantasy, paranormal kind of stuff, absolutely check it out. Favorite music of March goes to Billy Joel. I've had so much fun rediscovering his music. I've been listening to his greatest hits on repeat lately, and it's just so thoughtful. I appreciate it so much more now than I did when I was younger, and I would listen to it when my parents would have him on the radio. Also, I recently got the Philip Phillips CD. Again, the lyrics are just really thoughtful, and I am playing it in my car all the time. I am loving this CD. Now with this category, I know I am about 8 years too late or something, but I have finally gotten on the Veronica Mars bandwagon. The Kickstarter got me interested because it got so much hype, and so I went back and I'm about halfway through the first season, and I can see why it's been getting as much attention as it is. So I'm taking my time with it, and I'm enjoying that show so far. Now this is a new category for me, and hopefully it's something that I might continue with in the future, but my favorite web series, absolutely hands down, has to go to the Lizzie Bennet Diaries, which concluded just the other day on Thursday with its 100th episode. This adaptation of Pride and Prejudice is one of the best I have ever seen. The acting, refreshing the story for a modern age, the characters, it was all just so well done, and for me that's really high praise because, like a lot of people who became invested in this series, Pride and Prejudice is one of my favorite books. Jane Austen has always been one of my favorite authors, and they absolutely did the story justice. I am so pleased with how it ended. I'm so sad that it ended, but I'm happy that it did, and I know that I can always go back to YouTube and watch it. I did support the Kickstarter because I am so excited for the projects to come. Don't let the fact that it's based on a classic novel scare you off, because it's a very fresh story. Favorite activity of the month is super hard because this was an incredibly busy month. Obviously, a couple weeks ago was the release day of Dear Cassie, so my short story is now in the world, which is incredible, and I'm still super excited about it. I've also been busy with more writing things. I've been going back through a manuscript I started last year. I wrote 100 pages. I was like halfway through, and I'm going through and I'm checking most of it, but it was very good to be able to get through that and realize what I need to work on. I also got to hang out with my critique partner, Sarah, who is awesome. We met at a book signing last October, and she doesn't actually live in America. She happened to be home visiting her family from England, and then she had to go back, but during the short time that she was here, we got to hang out and, you know, do some story work, and that was awesome. And I did quite a lot of reading. For those of you who saw my spring break book haul video, I've read all of the books I mentioned in there, except for one. I did not get to the Night Circus, but I finished all of the others, so it's been a jam-packed, crazy reading and writing and book-related month, and it's been crazy from top to bottom, but I've had a lot of fun with it. So those are some of my March favorite things. I would love to know what you all have been up to. What are things that have piqued your interest? Tell me down in comments. I love reading them. I love responding to you guys. And that's it for me for now. Take care. Bye!